Hi everybody, how you doing? Today it's a beautiful day, lots of sunshine, and I guess it's a new high. Please be safe, get vaccinated, and stay healthy and hydrated, and green tea, and immune system. All right, so keywords. So today's topic is why it hurts and why it's necessary. Okay, why it hurts and why it's necessary. So the question is, what hurts and what are you talking about? All right, and it's probably a heavy topic today. So should I tell you what it is? So why it hurts and why it's necessary. So I think the topic really is about rejection. Why rejection hurts. You know what I mean, right? Everybody feels hurt when you're rejected. Even a baby, even a CEO, anyone. Hi, Lenny. So why does it hurt? I mean, we all know it hurts, but why does it hurt? And then I'm going to talk about the 6 reasons why it's necessary. Why it's necessary. Okay, I got some notes here. So, rejection. Well, when do we get rejections? Well, we get rejections when you ask for something and you don't get it. All right? Or you are being rejected by your friends for some reason. Okay? So that's what I talk about. That's what I mean by rejection. Okay? Hi, Janet. How are you? Okay, so why does it hurt? Why does it hurt? Well, I think the 2 main reasons why it hurts. Okay, number 1, there may be others. I'm just thinking about 2 reasons. Why number 1 it hurts is because we human beings like to belong to something. They like to belong to a club, belong to a group, belong to, and even if you say no, I don't want to belong to any group. Well, if you're not belonging to any group, it's belonging to no group, which is also part of a belonging as well. All right, so we like to belong to some group, and if we are not accepted by this group, we feel rejected. So that's very fundamental. We all like to be accepted. We all want to be accepted somewhere. Hi, Ray. So that's why rejection hurts, because if we're not accepted, then we're rejected, then it feels like we don't belong anywhere, right? And we always want to belong to some group, some body, something. All right. And the second reason why it hurts is because when we are rejected, it also means that we are wrong, because the person who is rejecting us may have a different point of view. So if they don't accept our point of view, they reject our point of view, therefore we feel that we could be wrong. And nobody likes to be wrong, right? No one likes to be wrong. I don't like to be wrong. Nobody likes to be wrong, okay? And I've observed that even from my kid as well. So, he does a mistake and he say, well, you did a mistake, and then he'll give you all sorts of reasons and excuses. Why? Well, he doesn't want to be wrong. So nobody wants to be wrong. So these are the 2 main reasons why it hurts. I mean, the other reason why people might say is because, well, you don't feel loved. Well, if you don't feel loved, it's also part of number 1. You feel not accepted. So love is a big word. Accepted is a big word too. So these 2 big categories why it hurts to be rejected. Okay. Especially for me, if I've never been in an industry where, for example, I had to ask people for sales, or ask people for appointments, or ask or invite people to do something. So thus, if I invite or if I recommend and I reject it, definitely I will feel pain, hurt. But when we work, in office, we seldom ask for all these things, and we're always given work to do, right? Of course, you can reject the work as well, and of course, you can ask for a promotion. You get rejected. That's why it hurts as well, isn't it? Right? So that's how most people will feel that anyway. So these are the 2 main reasons why it hurts. Now, the next part is, why is it necessary? Why is rejection necessary? I mean, if it hurts, then let's not get any rejection, because nobody likes rejection. So, but then again, it's important. It's necessary. Why is it necessary? So these are the 6 reasons why rejection is necessary. All right. So I think number one is, I mean, they're not in any order, but number one is if you're rejected and you look at it in a positive way and say, okay, let me go and improve myself so that my next delivery, they'll accept me. Or so I improve myself. There must be certain standards anyway. So it's necessary. Why rejection is necessary? Because it helps me improve myself. Number one, helps me improve myself. Number two, and it may not be that I need to improve myself. It's just that I may need to clarify myself. So if somebody rejects me or my idea or something that I want to offer or whatever, and it doesn't meet their standards, maybe it's not because I need to improve, probably because I didn't communicate properly or clearly what it is I want. So sometimes it's necessary for us to clarify what we want. Right? So clarity is important. Sometimes you could be rambling around about something, but you're not very clear, and the people will reject you right out because they have no idea what you're talking about. So clarity is important. And okay, so number three, I think it's also understanding. So if you are rejected and you feel hurt, well, you after you accept it, number one, you gotta kind of understand. Okay, so why? What area do I need to improve? And so it's an understanding, because if you're not rejected and you're like given, free reign to do whatever you want to do, you may not understand the requirements of the project or requirements of the particular prospect or the customer. So you may say anything. So a rejection tells you that you're within certain boundaries, okay? And that's good. It gives you an understanding of where you need to work, where you need to work in. So number three is understanding. Number four is, I guess, when you are rejected and you do it again and you reject it, you do it again, and then finally when you get it, you appreciate it, isn't it? It's almost like, it kind of like oh, I finally got it. So you kind of appreciate the journey thus far. So if you accept the fact that it's improvement, understanding, clarity, and finally when you get it, you have a better appreciation for that rejection and a better appreciation for your journey. Right? That's why I think it's necessary, because I think if we do something and we want it to be meaningful, and I'm sure, if you do something and it's not meaningful, the question is, why would you do it, right? Then why is it meaningful? It's meaningful because you learn something. It's meaningful because you give value to people. It's meaningful because you grow, and it's meaningful because you appreciate it, right? So number four is appreciate it. Number five, it sounds similar to the rest, but I think number five is a challenge. If people don't give you any rejection, you're not gonna really grow. If I just lift 1 kilo, I mean, I will grow a little bit, but I won't grow a lot. So, but if you give me a lot of rejection, like 10 kilos, I'm gonna start growing a lot of muscle. So the challenge, right? So it's necessary because it challenges us. And they say that what doesn't challenge you doesn't change you, isn't it? So if you want to improve, then the challenge is there. So rejection is necessary because it challenges us to be better, to be more clear, to have better clarity, to appreciate things. So challenges. And the last one is this, number six. I think it's part of life. I think rejection is part of life. Being rejected is part of life, And let me give you an example. Let's say, if a baby cries and I tell the baby, no, wait, is that a rejection? Well, to the baby right there and then, it sounds like a rejection. Oh, you don't want to carry me? You don't want me? You don't love me? But in fact, it could be, a part of life, a way to train that baby. Say, hey, wait a minute, okay? And this baby turns out to be more understanding of delayed gratification, right? So when I say part of life, it's part of life because if a tree isn't blown with storms, the tree is going to grow up weak. So, and the tree is strong because it can withstand all these challenges. So it's part of nature. I'm not saying nature as in nature and trees. It's part of us, right? If we stand up and the first time we stand up, we can stand up and we can run. The first time the baby stands up, they can run, which is awesome. But it doesn't happen, right? They keep falling down, and that falling down teaches them how to balance, teaches them how to accept failure, right? And they do it again. So I think that why is it necessary? It's part of life. Rejection is part of life. And if you go around in the world living and wishing that there's no rejection, I think you will be weak. when I say weak, I don't mean, as a disrespect to you. I think that we will have a weak mentality. We will, wish things were easier, and we're not going to go learn something. And I think, that's dangerous. And of course, my kids would ask me, I want this. And I say, no, you're not going to get anything, It may sound like I'm cruel and I'm not giving them anything, but hey, that's part of training. I didn't get all the things I wanted when I was young, so that's an appreciation of tough love, isn't it? Tough love, and that's why it's necessary. So that's my sharing. The 2 reasons why it hurts. We don't belong, and then we might be wrong. These are the 2 main reasons, and of course 6 reasons why it's necessary. So if you have any friends who feel rejected, may share this with them, and maybe we'll give them some clarity in terms of how to look at things as well. So even for kids, I think it's important to teach them about rejection as well. I say a lot of no's to my kids. No, you can't, get down. But I think that's part of growth, part of nature. I hope this makes sense. And let me know if you have any questions, and do feel free to share this with friends, and let me know any topics that you'd like me to talk about. I'd really appreciate it. And that's it for today. Okay, have a fantastic week ahead, and I'll see you in a couple of days. Take care now. Bye everybody. Thanks, Alicia. Hi Rain. Hi Maisie. How are you doing? Fantastic. Take care. Hi John.